whole purpose of this video is to question Insomniac. And the question, do they really think Black Lives Matter? Or are they trying to communicate something else? And is it Black Lesbian Lives Matter? That's what I'm about to show y'all today. Because it doesn't look like Black Lives Matter at all. Now, if you look at this whole mural, right? There's an obvious hierarchy going on here. At the bottom you have the children. You start through, as you go through the middle, the young adults, the current young generation that's going to lead the pack. And then at the hierarchy, the main leader, the black mother, the black female. Okay? There's no resemblance of any kind of strong male figure or anything like that. Anything resembling a male is not even a man, it's a boy. And he's crippled and he looks scared and he's in a wheelchair. That's the only resemblance of any kind of male energy in this mural. Now on the left right here, you might think, is that a man? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. To me, I mean, that doesn't look like a man at all. I have no doubt in my mind that that's a black lesbian in this mural. Now, it's bad enough they already got this whole political crap shoved in your video games now. And all this feminist, this female worship going on in the movies and the TV. And I know I'm not the only one noticing this shit, okay? I know I'm not the only one. But it also seems like to me in this Black Lives Matter mural that there's something else being communicated here besides what you see in the text. Not only is it saying Black Lives Matter, but it's really saying that black lesbian lives matter. And that it's their job to lead the young males of the future. First of all, you can't have any more black lives without the black male in the first place. Okay? You gotta have a black male and you gotta have a black female to make a black baby, first of all. So, and I was just trying to look for some kind of clues or something like that when I decided to make this video. I finished the game about a week or two ago, but you know, I look off to the left of where the young adult is looking, and I couldn't help but notice this billboard right here. Now on the surface, at first glance, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna see that it says "Get into the spirit, black man." Okay. The brothers part, the font in brothers is very small, but you see black man is larger than. It's more clear than brothers in the billboard. It says on the surface it says "Get into the spirit, black man." The whole it looks like a make-believe kind of jewelry store kind of thing in the game, in the universe, the PlayStation universe. But it says "Get into the spirit, black man." I noticed the black lesbian looking off into the distance, looking to the left. I'd search on to the left, and I see this billboard, and lo and behold, you get something. They're trying to communicate something to the black man, and it says "Get into the spirit." Now, first of all, forget about the connection with the mural and the billboard, okay? And don't look at it some kind of crazy conspiracy stuff, but just look at it for a second. Why the hell would Insomniac put something like this? This honestly looks worse than the goddamn mural itself. Alright, you look at the billboard, it says "Get into the spirit, black man." The company's name, the make-believe company, is called Black Man Brothers. Huh? What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying here? Alright, and to the people that actually do question things like this, and you know, symbology and stuff like that, like, you gotta really think, like, come on now, something's going on here. Alright, so let's touch on the hierarchy. At the top is the black middle-aged adult female, probably the mother, right? Above everybody else, the black mother is exalted. Okay, in the middle you have the current young generation, but there's no males here, no males except for when we get to the children at the bottom. Okay, the only resemblance of a young adult male is the black lesbian on the left, you know, on our high horse or whatever. And we have the, how do I say this, scantily clad. You know, we can tell that's a female on the right, you know, breast to seas, long hair and all. And you know, same determined look as all the other ones. Looking out into the distance to Lord knows what. I don't know what the fuck they're looking for, or what they're looking at, or what they're looking to. You know, and they're all kicking up the black power fist. All right. And then we get to the bottom of the hierarchy. We have the children. Little mama on the right, same strong, powerful look, just like the sister and just like the mother. Okay. Again, the only presence of any kind of male figure here is a black boy, and they have him in the weakest depiction. Okay, as you can see on the surface, he's black. Okay, number one. That's like, it's pretty much like the main focus of this whole game. It's just black lives, black this, blackity black that, right? But before all this stuff happened, they already made Miles Morales back in, I think, 2010, 2011. Somebody can correct me on that. Alright, so we have a black boy. He's in a wheelchair. And pay attention to his countenance. If you don't know what countenance means, countenance is the look on your face, the expression, and the emotion that you hold in your face. Now, does that look strong? We're just looking at the expression on his face. He doesn't have a strong expression or a strong determined look like any of the other people in the mural. Okay, doesn't look like he's trying to combat anything or stand up against some kind of injustice that he imagines is going on, but instead he looks like he's going through it. Honestly, he looks like he's worried. And that's how they decided to depict the only male figure in this mural. Crippled, black, and scared, with a Spider-Man t-shirt. He must really like Spider-Man, so he's probably looking out to the sky or something like, Spidey, save me, or some shit like that, or whatever. But notice how in this mural, the only male figure, because I don't believe that lady up there on the left is a black male. I'm sorry, but no. If it is, then you got to notice how in the wrong this whole mural is, because he doesn't look very masculine to me. Okay, flared collar and all, nose piercing with a faux hawk, seems like a black lesbian trying to act like a dude. Okay, I've seen plenty of those. Me as a so-called black man, black and Latino, if you want to get into it. Yeah, I'm black and Latino. As a so-called black and Latino, I've seen stuff like that. Okay, and that, to me, I know what a black dyke looks like. That's what it is right there. Okay, and it's pretty pathetic, honestly, if you really want to get into it. On the surface, the average Joe is not going to look too deep into that, but this goes into people's subconscious. Okay, people. That's why that's why it was a big problem when this came out, because it's first off, on the surface, for most people, it's a bunch of political garbage. Nobody wants to see this crap, honestly, black or white or nobody wants to see this. Okay, it's crap. Second of all, the Black Lives, not only is Black Lives Matter a phrase or whatever, it's a saying, not only is it that, it's also a political movement, and it's a political movement spearheaded by black lesbians. And if you read on their mission statement on their website, I'm not sure exactly how it said, but pretty much what it says, that they are against the patriarchy. Okay, they are against, and it's the same with the feminist movement. They're against the patriarchy. They are for disassembling the patriarchy in this society. Okay, women in the Western world are dead set. Feminists are dead set on trying to destroy. They are dead set on trying to destroy the patriarchy here in America. Okay, and it's a big freaking deal. Okay, female representation, equal pay, all this garbage. Okay, which doesn't make any goddamn sense. Okay, because first of all, if you want us to talk about empowering women and having them be the head, especially in households, you know, leading the children. First of all, we could just look to the black community. Okay, so you can pretty much say, with all this crime and drugs and degeneracy that's been going on for 40 plus years, all through the 80s, through the 90s, and crime was at an all-time high during you know, Reagan, start from Reagan era on up, and anybody that's black or Latino has relatives that lived through that, understand that it was crazy times back then, okay? And it's been happening for a very long time. And with that, you're going to get a lot of destroyed black and Latino households, and you're not going to have, you know, that father figure in the household in the first place. Most of these kids get raised by the street, and they get raised by their mother. So if anybody should be against this so-called matriarchy, it should be black people, because um, listen, it's ass backwards for you to be against the patriarchy, and that's what they want everybody to be nowadays. They want everybody to be against the patriarchy. They want to empower the female or whatever the fuck. But it's bogus. First of all, you're not. This mural is not promoting. It's not proving that Black Lives Matter, and it's not proving that to other black people. If you're black, you should feel that way. You should feel that your brethren are, you know, that their lives matter, and you should be respectful and do all that. But when you get down to it, when you actually analyze this mural, is communicating all the wrong things. Why is the only male in this mural weak and a child? It's a child, first of all. That's the weakest you can get. A child doesn't know anything, can't defend himself in this world. And then on top of that, you're going to give him a worried, scared look in the face, and you're going to make him crippled? Come on now. It seems like Insomniac doesn't respect the the black male. Honestly, you kill off Miles Morales' father, and this mural, you depict the only boy in the mural as weak. Honestly, like, there's no respect for black lives in this mural. Honestly, there's none at all. We've if anybody's been living in a matriarchy, it's been black and Latinos, because black households have been destroyed for the longest. Okay, that's just what it is. That's those are facts. Okay, and the mission statement on the Black Lives Matter website, that's a fact as well. You can look it up for yourself. Don't take my word for it. They're against the patriarchy, and that spells problems for black people. And this whole mural right here spells problems, because it seems like a lot of female worship going on here, which doesn't sit right with me. Honestly, this is it's garbage, pretty much. That's all I could say, is garbage. And I was trying to look for clues, and I was looking at where the dyke was speaking to, and I see the little sunlight and how they made it to where it shines on her. And I'm looking at this billboard, and I mean, I don't know if it has a connection or not, but it says, "Get into the spirit, black man." I couldn't get over that. Now this is where you try to connect some dots. Don't call it don't shoot this off as some crazy conspiracy stuff, but you know, that's just how my brain works. I gotta overanalyze shit, but I couldn't help but notice this shit says, "Get into the spirit, black man." Now, to the people that already question everything in their environment, you might look at this whole video and think, maybe I'm onto something, right? But it looks a little silly. Like, what kind of spirit do you want me to get into? You want me to get into the Holy Spirit, or you want me to get into a feminine spirit? Huh? What's going on here? A weak spirit? Huh? A childlike spirit? Is that what we're promoting here? I don't know. Seems like a lot of exaltation of the female, honestly. You kill off the Miles Morales' father in the first game. Now in the second game, I don't know if she was a politician in the first game, but she is in the second. Real Morales is like, I didn't pay too much attention to it, but she's running for like mayor or something like that in the game. So let's get some details about the characters in the game. I'm not sure if his mother's here. His mother is here. Also, keep in mind, where's Miles Morales? Now, check out Miles Morales' full name, right? It's Miles Morales. Okay, Miles Morales. His father's name is Jefferson Davis. Okay, and I don't think, and I don't think um, his father and mother were divorced either. I didn't pick up on any of that stuff, but again, it's little shit like that you see in the game that makes you go because usually the your bloodline and your name is passed through the father all the time. That's just how it's been through the beginning of through the history of everything. Okay, that's just how it is. But instead, he has the last name of his mother, whose name is Rio Morales. I don't know, man, but again, the character of Miles Morales, when they made him, I think 2010, 2011, he's depicted as black and Latino. They couldn't just make him Latino. I mean, just black. They had to make him black and Latino. Had to make him Boricua, right? It's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He's really just black. I mean, come on now. Look at him. He's a black man. Okay. Um, so I guess they had to, put that together. They just, just for the sake of his identity, they had to put the mother's name because she's of Puerto Rican descent and of so-called Puerto Rican descent, and his father is of so-called African American descent. So they put Jefferson Davis. Um, they decided to exclude his last name out of the whole thing. If he did pick up his father's last name, it would have been Miles Davis, kind of like the jazz musician. I wonder how many people have noticed that too. It would be Miles Davis, like the jazz musician. But I don't know. But it seems like some other shit that's going on here. But anyway, what was I going to touch on? Um, oh yeah, Rio Morales. Is she supposed to be some kind of politician or something? City council. She's a councilwoman, so she's his mother is into politics. She's some kind of councilwoman for New York City or something like that. But yeah, it seems like a lot of exaltation of the female in the game. And I don't know. I just have to question things like that. That's just how. I mean, it's already bad enough. You gotta plaster this whole Black Lives Matter mural in the game. You gotta just shove this political garbage in my face. But they're also trying to communicate something else here. Okay, not only do you have Black Lives Matter in my face now, you also did something with the faces that you decided to put in your mural in the video game. So I'm definitely going to question that, and anybody watching this and anybody that's already finished the game, you should too, because I mean if you're black and Latino, yeah, definitely you should question this. I mean, if you're somebody else that's not black or Latino, then I mean, you can go ahead, but this is mostly for the black and Latino gamers that decided to buy this game, and you know. But hey, everybody should question this and see what the hell's going on here. All right, a lot of feminist tones, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't sit right with me. You could tell there's something diabolical going on here, especially this fucking billboard. Get into the spirit, black man. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Get into the spirit. What kind of spirit you want me to get into? But anyways, hope y'all enjoyed my little analysis of this. I think it's off as hell. And I think they did this on purpose. Whoever's idea was this at Insomniac, probably gonna have to do some research, whether it be the map designers, the director, or the writers. Yeah, definitely gonna do that on some of my off time, because I think it's very interesting how they put all this stuff together. You know, get into the spirit, black man. What kind of spirit they want me to get into? Well, that's it for now. Like and comment what you think. I'm all up for discussion, and that's it. That's my take on it, and my advice to everybody: question everything, because everything ain't what it seems like on the surface, as you can see here. All right. They want the black mother to lead black lives, but that's pretty much what the black mother has been doing. Hasn't really been leading shit the past 40 years because black households have already been destroyed. It's all most of these boys are raised by their mothers. A lot of these boys are raised by just their mothers. So that should already tell you something about the matriarchy. The father is necessary in all, like whether you're like black or white or Latino or whatever. When it comes to these children, these children need fathers in their lives, okay? It's a job for the father to learn and instill discipline and make sure that these kids have some kind of respect for authority, you know? Kind of funny how that is in life. And you have Jay Jameson. The whole thing with Jay Jameson and Spider-Man is him shunning Spider-Man, and how Spider-Man has a lack for authority, and instead assumes the responsibility of trying to defend New York City against crime and all these bad guys. So I think it's kind of I'm actually starting to see the whole thing through Jay Jameson's perspective. But, you know, kind of interesting. Maybe I'll make a separate video about that. You know, it gets a little deep. But hopefully anybody that sees this, hopefully you can question everything a little more, because it's not that you can't enjoy just a nice game or movie, or you know, you can't enjoy a song anymore nowadays because there's everybody's trying to influence you and get you to, you know, feed into their agenda or whatever. You just, you know, it's too much diabolical shit going on. That's the only way I can say it. But that's it on it. That's it. That's my take on it. That's how I see this. And comment what you think. I'm all up for discussion. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a like if you agree. If you disagree, leave a like any motherfucking way. Okay, so with that being said, peace out, y'all.